why when you get hurt, you really cry so much. I bet you would cry, definitely. You would.
Me?
Yeah,
Why are you singling me out?
because you're a crybaby.
I'm a crybaby. Oh, man. You went deep.
Well, stock contractors shouldn't talk to their riders like
Yeah,
that.
you went deep. I may
He might do some alley
Hey, I may
trading
not
on
be able
you.
to ride for you now.
Okay, I don't want you to.
Welcome to Pro Bull Talk, where it's all talk and no bull. Get ready to slide and ride.
All right, let's go, boys. Hustle. Come on now. Let's go. Woo. Lay down now. Go to
Hey guys, welcome back. I know it's been a long time. We've been out, we've been coming, but I tell you what, Pro Bull Talk is back in the saddle, and we've got a good lineup coming today. We got a full house today. Actually, we got a new sponsor, BTO Bull Teams Only. We've got Jamie Johnson, marketing manager, Mr. Knox Johnson, one of the stock contractors, probably the youngest stock contractor that I've ever met. And I've been talking to him. He's a cool guy. And as always, we got Briar here today. So Jamie.
Yeah.
How did BTO get started? I'm so glad to have y'all on board, by the way.
Yeah,
glad
thanks.
you're here this morning and brought Knox and everything. How did BTO come about?
So a couple years ago, it actually just started for fun, really. Chad Johnson is the CEO of Bull Teams. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of a dream of his as he was a kid to have bulls, to have a ranch. And so that dream he made a reality. And just kind of sitting around one day, him and a couple other guys, and just thought, you know what? Like, man, wouldn't it be great to have a little something out here at the house and maybe pay bigger money for stock contractors.
Yeah.
It was kind of his idea with it. And a lot of it is like, hey, like bull riders, like amazing athletes. It's really great. And, you know, they get rewarded for their talent and stuff. And it's kind of like, well, does a stock contractor really the one who trains the bulls, houses the bulls, hauls the bulls all around? Think about the gas, like, you know, like the gas money you're paying and stuff. So it's kind of like his idea was just like, maybe create something for them, right, where they get a little more spotlight, they get a little more money.
Yeah.
And it really, again, like I said, it started out for kind of just fun.
Yep.
So it kind of had one out there, and there was a lot of people out there. And it was kind of like, whoa, hey, kind of surprised him even.
Hey, this might work.
And then as that event was over, some of the contractors that did enter were like, hey, would you want to do this again? Would you want to start something like this? And so that's kind of where the birth of BTO came from, was just, hey, a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
And then it kind of turned into something, and now it's turned into something even bigger at this point.
I mean, 50,000 added.
Yeah.
Or, you know, if you're riding for 50,000 or you're bucking for 50,000,
Yeah.
I guess, because I'm an old bull rider. I used to ride for 50,000 or more, you know. Now we're bucking bulls to have a shot at winning 50,000.
Yeah.
And it pays the riders pretty well too.
Yeah.
They get on really good bulls. And you got a big concert afterward. But so it started at the 1, and then it kind of rolled into 2. You kind of got you tracks going and rolling, and then how did it come up to the season? How long ago was that? How long has BTO been?
So that was about 3-ish years ago.
3-ish.
Right, when that began,
ish.
And so from there, it's just kind of, hey, let's start. He kind of reached out to Gina Graham, to secretary, and it just kind of started rolling from there, right? And then bringing people on board, and then decided, hey, let's run a season. Let's run some finals, and so we've put 2 full seasons under our belt.
And how many events does the season consist of?
Usually around 6.
About 6 events a season. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Maybe 5 events in a finals.
Different venues.
different venues.
Yeah.
It all began at Wilo Ranch, which is
Yes.
Chad's ranch down in Grandview, Texas. It began there, and just as we started to see it grow, then we kind of realized, like, hey, we kind of need to we want to get out there in front of the fans a little bit more. And so that's where we decided we need to kind of get out into venues, travel a bit.
Yep.
So this season, this 2025 season, that was actually, this has been our first season to travel.
Oh, okay.
So we have had our last event in May was back at Wilo, the event that we'll have coming up. It's going to be at Wilo. But next season, we'll be back into traveling again.
Well,
Oh, good.
Didn't y'all last year have y'all's finals in Fort Worth?
No. So actually, the finals last year were in Glen Rose. We opened the 2025 season in Fort Worth, but
Yes.
that was December of
Yeah.
2024.
Yeah, that was at the Johnson Beach.
The WRY Arena
yeah, the
in
Water
Fort
Arena,
Worth, and that's actually where they do the sell day when they do
Yep,
Fort Worth
yep,
Stock Show. It's a
yep.
big deal, right? So that's actually the same venue that they do sell day.
Yep. And then you went but you've got smaller events too, right? You don't just do the
Oh,
50,000.
yeah, so
You
we've
do
been doing,
there's like two different more, right? There's
know,
like the
right?
little jackpot.
More.
There's the jackpot. It's like $2,000 entry fees, pays however many guys are entered, right?
Right.
And then there's the smaller ones that pay $25,000 to win.
Yes. So we have a couple. I'm glad you brought that up. We have a couple different. So if it's the 5,000 as you're the contractor, if you're entering at the $5,000 entry fee, that's where the first place is 50,000.
Yep.
We wanted to create a little more accessibility. What some of the feedback we got from some
of
stock
the poor
contractors.
boys. Let the poor boys come play.
Some of the stock contractors was, man, like we could do 2,500, 5,000 super steep. So let's go 2,500. So
I
we
know
just
that
kind of
feeling.
have to, right? Yeah. We got to be like economically smart sometimes.
That's
right?
it.
There you
Hey,
go.
but if you can win it, but it's a lot of the same guys entering the 2,500 one as
Yeah.
it is the $5,000 one.
Sure.
I mean, a lot of them. You got a lot of the same teams and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, when you put up a $5,000 entry fee, you're not going to have just bring some jumping
Well,
kickers, or they bring junk to
The
the
cream
deal.
of the crop does kind
Yes.
of rise.
Yes.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
they're going to play at that elite
It makes
level.
it more prestige.
And you get a lot of top riders too.
We do. Yeah. We've had John Crimber, Thiago Salgado,
Caden Loud,
Caden Loud.
Jed Harkins, Noah Lee,
Yeah.
Jose Villa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we
that's
had a couple. We had Jose Vitor Lume. He rode an event a couple years ago.
Really?
A June event. He came and
I'll be
rode.
dang.
Yeah.
Brady
he hasn't
Randolph.
come back, but
Yeah. Brady Randolph.
Brady. Yeah. So Brady actually is with Wilo, with Chad's one of
Right.
Chad's Wilo teams. He's
That's why I
he is
can't
a
get him
team.
to ride for my team.
Yeah, don't
Chad's
touch.
done got him
Don't
locked
touch
up.
him. Don't touch him.
See, now this is an interesting topic too,
Okay,
because the
okay.
stock contractors
Yeah.
that pay the entry fee, they bring or pick their own riders.
They do. Yeah.
They bring their own riders. So there's honestly a little battle behind the chutes back there. Who's going to get who? Or who's going to pay more to get this rider?
You have no idea.
Yes, yes.
You have no idea.
Oh, I know. I've been back there, and I promise you, I lose all them bidding wars.
So yeah, and that's kind of I've really thought of this game. It's really a game of strategy. A lot of it, right?
Yes, it is.
And so with that, it's kind of who's going to pay the bigger bucks? Rich,
Yeah.
you can't fault the guys. Like you can't fault the riders. Like at the end of the day, like. Sure, there's this thing about having like the good old boy system integrity, but at the end of the day, this is a business.
Yep.
Right? And so it's who's going to pay them the bigger money. And so typically in ours, kind of the way that's 8,000 guaranteed, bull teams only
riders.
guarantees 8,000 for the first place rider. And then with that, the stock contractor, they usually kind of go after them paying, hey, I'm going to pay you this
Yeah.
much to get on. I'm going to pay you this much if you cover. And then if I get in the money, I'm going to pay you this percentage of
Yes.
the winnings.
Some of them bull riders now, they demand that. Like I know
100%.
someone that demands $250 just to show up, $500 if he rides him, and an extra 10% if he wins.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think
Well, that's
there's.
crazy because
Why?
I know it is, but the stock contractor normally pays the $5,000 entry fee.
Yeah. Yeah.
He pays the rider $250 to get on the bull. Then he has to pay him another $500 if he makes the whistle.
Yeah.
And then he's going to give him 10% of his winnings, what he wins.
And then
so
don't
the stock
forget-
contractor, hold on, I'm not done yet.
All right.
So the stock contractor has all this involved, not to mention owning the bulls, feeding the bulls, hauling the bulls, getting the bulls there, fuel, the whole 9 yards.
Sure.
Okay, and he's got to pay that rider that. What does the rider have to do?
Okay. So
he has to show up, and he has to get on.
Yeah.
Now, if he wins that $8,000 for the rider pot, does he share any of that with the stock contractor? Does the stock contractor get a percentage of his winnings because the rider rode his bull?
And the stock contractor paid his fees.
And the stock
I was
contractor
going to say
paid,
that. Don't forget, they
Yep.
paid the
Oh yeah,
fee.
so that's something else the stock contractor pays
Sure.
for most of the time.
Sure.
So what does the bull riders think they get everything for free?
I don't tell us, Briar. Go for it.
I don't play in that game a whole lot. I
Okay.
stay at home and practice. That's what I do.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, and he's been hurt. He'll probably be. We got a team event this weekend, and he's gonna break back out there. So
Okay.
he may or may not be down there. He will be down there on the 28th. I don't know if he's mounting up or not.
Okay. We'll see.
Yeah.
Well,
For that kind of money, you got to have the rust knocked off.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It has been 5 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a little hiatus there. Yeah. You know, we that's kind of the deal between the stock contractor.
I know.
I don't know. Do they make that agreement with their
The
rider?
old school
That's up to them.
contractors, kind of like me, that have that old school mentality.
Yeah.
It is really, really hard
Okay.
for me to pay somebody, like I said, to show up, pay their entry fees, pay them to make the whistle, and a percentage of their winnings. Well, if they fall off, or look off, like a lot of riders do sometimes,
Sure,
they get
yeah.
weak heart and bail out. Do they pay you a percent? You're just out your money.
Yeah.
You're gone. It's like, wow. But you better pick a good one. If you're going to pay one, I guess you
That's
better
for
pay a
sure.
good one, right?
Yeah.
It gets pretty heated back there and I have seen a couple stock contractors get pretty upset because
Yeah.
they get to an event and had a rider
Yep.
and somebody comes
I
in
do
and
believe-
pays the rider more.
I do believe that happened down there last event.
Yep, the May
Sure
24th, it sure did.
With multiple riders, actually.
Yes, I think it was multiple riders jumping, what do you call it, jumping fence, jumping ship?
Jumping
yeah.
ship.
Yeah.
Switching teams, literally.
Yeah. Switcheroo.
They did.
Yeah. I don't think some of them riders would go back to ride for them other guys.
Yeah.
If I was a stock contractor, I wouldn't. You
yeah.
turned out, you bailed on me at the event. No more trust in you.
Well, I mean, my question is, as a stock contractor, is it something where you're going to have to stop just having the like the good old boy shake hand system and contract your rider?
It's going to have to. I think,
It's-
honestly,
yeah.
I think it keeps going like it's going. I think it probably what needs to happen, some
Yeah.
kind of contract. Say, hey, here you go. You are contracted to ride for me this weekend.
This is the
barring
percentage.
injury is the only way you get out of
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, I know.
I think it's getting that way. Because honestly, and I was a bull rider, and I understand what the bull riders are doing.
Yeah.
Because if somebody's giving you something, you're just going to keep taking it and taking it and taking it, and when they slow down, you're going to be like, "Hey, what happened? You know, come on, bring some more. You lost pace here."
Yeah.
Well, I think at some point there's going to have to come to something. I
Yeah.
think, and that'll be between the contractors and the riders, but yeah. It'll almost get like there's not like at a horse sale barn or something,
Yeah.
no alley trading.
Yeah, for
No
sure.
alley trading.
Well, we've kind of run into the issue because then it's, a stock contractor will have a rider sewn up and he's riding two, and then all of a sudden the rider is turned
Gone.
in again with another team. They turn him in, and then we have to squash it and say,
Yeah.
hey, like he can't ride 3 bulls, he can't ride 4 bulls,
Yeah.
or she can't ride 3 bulls, 4 bulls. You got to ride, you got the 2, and that's
Well,
our rule.
Yep, y'all have rules.
Yeah, we
y'all
do.
have rules against that, and y'all got
do.
a board of directors.
We do
and
have a
stuff,
board of
too?
directors, yeah.
people want to know, what's the backbone.
Yeah. So the board of directors for BTO is I'm on the board, and Gina Graham is on our board. Brent Gluck,
Yep.
Roy Doyle.
Roy Doyle.
Roy Doyle, yeah.
I mean, dang, he's got his hand in a little bit of everything,
He
doesn't he?
does, doesn't he? He is the one that arranges our judges.
I got you.
as well.
Okay.
And then Lance Bloyd
Yep.
is on our board of directors as well. So as of right now, that's who we have sewn up. And then we've actually added, pretty recently, we added Paulo Crimber to our board. I asked him to come on as our community liaison. So you'll see some more stuff from him.
Is there any meetings or anything, or is this all just done on the tailgate to where,
Yeah.
like, stock contractors can, say, hey, what do you think about doing this, or why don't we do this, or can we try this? Is there a something like that?
Yeah, so we do really appreciate feedback
Yeah.
from stock contractors. And let me be real clear about something. There is a real distinct difference in feedback and complaining.
Absolutely right.
So, and that's what
it could be a
one thing I
fine
wanna
line,
say.
though. It could be a fine line.
Yeah. We have one stock contractor. I kind of razz him a little bit because he'll sometimes, and I'm like, hey, solutions. I want solutions.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's come with solutions. So we do value feedback a lot
Yeah.
at BTO, and what we do is, as the board of directors, we really mull it over. We have had board meetings and such,
Yeah.
a couple of them, and then we as the board kind of collab, and then, at the end of it, we kind of collab as the board, and then kind of then I take everything to Chad
Yeah.
as the CEO,
Yeah.
and, kind of allow him to make
The final
the
decision.
final decision. Yeah, he likes that.
I'm sure he does.
He does. He
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, he's a big guy, big personality. Yep. mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he likes that kind of stuff. So, is there any new upcoming news or anything? Because I've seen a little bit on social media,
Yeah,
BTO.
yeah.
Hey, if you ain't following BTO on all social media, you need to, because they throw out some pretty good stuff. They got a good marketing team out there. They got good videos, good clips. So, what's new coming?
So
I'm a
we're-
stock contractor, right?
Okay,
And
okay.
I've heard a little sneaky news about some bonuses or something coming in.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So we're actually our next event, June 28th,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, is down at Wilo Ranch, and then our finals. We're looking. We are trying to sign that dotted line with the finals right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's looking like it's going to be September.
okay,
Date should be released probably this next week.
okay,
And with that, we are looking to move a little more east with those finals.
going east.
Yeah, going east, maybe traveling out of the great state of Texas into a little bit of maybe a little Cajun country.
Ooh.
And and having a partner that we're collabing with, which they'll be at the June 28th event. So that's live casino down in Bossier City.
Oh, wow.
So we're hoping it all works out and everything works out with that. The dollar amount, if you have not entered for this June, I know you're entered, Cody, which is
I
good.
am.
Knox,
I'm entered.
you're entered, which
Yep,
is really
Knox
good.
is entered up.
Yeah. So we kind of created a stipulation because the prize money that is coming for the finals in September is significant. I may go as far as to say unprecedented in this.
I like that.
Yeah, man, I like it's right here. I want to release it, right? But
Just can't do it yet.
I gotta hold it a little back, right?
I got
So with that, if one stipulation we've created is that you must be entered on the June 28th event, so that when the finals rolls around, that you're in that money.
Okay.
Now, I will say we are going to reward our stock contractors. There are some of the stock contractors who, gosh, they are so loyal to
Kinda
us,
loyalty
and we
bonus
can't
has
thank
been
them
there, one of
enough.
them. Yep.
You know, and so Chad really believes that he really wants to reward their loyalty. So there will be a little side to where they're going to
side
receive
pot
a little
for them
bonus.
guys, absolutely.
Yeah. But so June 25th or 28th, I'm sorry, is a must. That is a must enter event.
I'm done entered.
That's for sure. I think I'm going to enter.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, you said you got a team entered. What's your
Yeah.
bull's going to be?
Yeah.
Knox, you're entered.
What's
Me
your
and you-
lineup?
we're gonna battle it out down there, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What you got down there? What bulls you take in the 28th, and who's your rider? So that way I can kind of size my team up.
I don't really know. Last time.
TBD.
You know, but you're not going to tell me. Is that right?
Yeah, he's trying to take all your secrets. Don't
Yeah. I might try to buy your rider. Ooh.
You know what?
No.
They might need to give an award for the most loyal rider.
There you go, right there. That's a good
I
idea.
like that. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I like that. So you got a couple bulls. How many events have you entered this year? You going to be in for have you been entered in all of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think.
you've entered all of them.
Mhm.
Yep. Have you won or placed? I know you've had riders ride your bulls and win money on the rider side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, who won on your last one?
Vitor.
Losnaki?
Yeah.
Is that how you say his name?
Yeah,
Losnaki?
yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
And what bull did he ride?
Crimber.
How many points was he?
87.7.
87.7.
Yeah.
All right. So you kind of bring the heat a little bit when you come, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah, you ain't playing. That's a good thing me and Briar went to Albuquerque last night to get one. we went and got a secret weapon. So how long have you been stock contracting? Just this year, or you been doing it previously?
This year.
Just this year? You like it?
Mhm.
Yeah? You gonna keep
Yeah.
doing it?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Do
Yeah.
you get to help pick the riders?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Superstar Knox is, because I got introduced with you at the 24th one. I was like, who's this guy? And he stood out. Vitor rode that one. It was a good bull ride. Stuck it all over him. He won some money. He offered to pay you any money?
No.
No. Yeah, see. See, the dang riders, right? I mean, he rode your bull. He should pay you some percentage.
Mhm.
Because if your team would have won, he would have wanted a percentage of your team, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So you're looking forward to the 28th? The event's the 28th?
Yeah.
You going to stick with the same team, same rider?
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, you're not revealing any secrets. I see. You're learning fast. I can't even steal your rider. You won't even tell me who he is.
I won't let you have them.
Oh, that's good. So BTO is for everybody.
Absolutely.
Absolutely everybody. It does not matter.
Yeah.
Age, race, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Bring them.
And that's so Knox is actually Chad's grandson.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. And so a lot of it is, bringing him in, it's, kind of a couple different things, right? It keeps this sport alive,
Yep.
right? And really brings the next generation in.
Yep.
So, during the events, Knox and I will go back into the bucking chutes, and we kind of stand back and watch everything, and he'll ask questions, but right now he's just kind of learning,
Yeah.
right? Like what actually
sure he is.
happens, like flanking the bull, things
Yeah.
like that. So he's him and I stand back there, and he asks a lot of questions, and we obviously, like, I'm not as great of an expert at, like, you're a way
Don't-
better
don't
expert,
point
one of
me.
y'all, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I feel like it's kind of fun because, like, Knox and I are kind of learning together a little bit,
Yeah. Yeah.
and so he's learning that, and, it keeps the next generation, like, involved in the
Absolutely.
sport, really, and in a way, like, hungry for the sport. And then it really teaches him, like, the aspect of entrepreneurship.
Yep.
Could you, I think what a gift to be 7 years old and learn about business, right?
Yeah.
I know at the last event that we were kind of talking about where Vitor got bucked off his first bull, and then covered, pretty high on his second bull. So it was interesting trying to explain to Knox that Vitor won money, yet Knox did not win money.
Yeah.
And he was like, what? I mean, it was
I'm with you, Knox.
disheartened.
I am with you. If they win money, we win money. We win money, they win money. That's just 50-50.
50-50.
I'm with you, buddy.
Well, and I think one of the things that is sets BTO apart and makes us different is that 8-point bonus. And so that's
Yes.
what teaching
Yes.
him that the 8-point bonus, had Vitor covered both bulls,
Yes.
then good chance that he would have been in the money.
Yeah.
Right. And so I think that sets it apart. And, you know, the 8-point bonus is unique to BTO.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of the reason for the 8-point bonus is, I mean, in the, you know, you're a stock contractor. And I think correct me if I'm wrong, right? But you want to raise bulls that are either going to buck off a rider, right? Like super rank. You'd like to do that, right?
Oh yeah,
Right?
Yeah, rank
so
the
it's
better.
that or like wreck out a rider. I mean,
No, I don't want to wreck them. I mean, that's good. That's good for the fans and
crowd,
everything and
like,
selling tickets. But
yeah,
I'd
yeah.
rather them be 90 or buck them
Okay,
off.
okay.
90 or nothing.
Yeah.
That would be me. But to explain to everybody out there what the 8-point bonus is
Yeah.
You have to have both riders make the whistle to get that 8-point bonus. One can ride, the other one bucks off. You just get regular bull scores. It's rider time too, I think, in the bull score.
Yeah.
But to get that 8-point bonus, you need both riders to make the whistle. And that is huge. I think we placed like 11th down there, and
Yeah.
we didn't get a single bull rode.
Yeah.
But had we got both of them rode with the scores we had, that'd put us like second.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Come on, riders. What are you doing?
And-
Slow down.
And Knox and I talked about that. It's kind of like, it's not just picking a rider and then just randomly choosing 2 bulls.
No.
It's really, like I said earlier, it's a game of strategy. He and I were talking about that. It's a game of strategy where yourself, you're really trying to pick 2 bulls that you know that your rider can ride out.
Yes. Or, hey, he spins right, and everybody knows, because this is the generation of one-dimensional bull riders,
Yeah.
that if one goes right, you want a right-handed bull rider. One
Yeah.
goes left, you want a left-handed bull rider.
Yeah.
And that's not helping that one-dimensional side of bull riding in itself, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Rather it be one big old turd burger, but everybody's got to take a bite of it. That's where we're at now.
Yeah.
This generation of bull riders is one-dimensional.
Yeah.
And so it's almost better, I think, if a stock contractor had a team of bulls that went the same way. Then you can use the same rider. Because say I got 2 bulls that spin to the right. I want a right-handed rider, so he's got more of a chance to ride them. Then I only have to pay him that percentage one time to one rider. But if you have 2 riders,
Yeah.
you have to pay each one of them a percentage.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like on Knox's team. Typically, he has the same rider.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, and I was talking to a couple bull riders down there the 24th, and they was like, well, most everybody gets on 2 bulls here. Why don't we do an average for the riders? And I was like, I didn't have the same 2
Some of them
riders.
don't. Avantis didn't. Lane Nobles didn't.
Avantis got on both of Danny's.
Yeah, no, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
oh,
he did.
Oh,
Yeah.
I had.
See what I mean?
I had brain fart. My bad.
Maybe he was committed somewhere else at one point.
Yeah.
I don't know. Danny pays pretty good money.
He does, doesn't he? Yeah.
Danny's a good
Danny pays
guy.
good money.
And
He
Danny won the
does.
24th. We
He
got to talk about
did.
him. Win the 50,000.
Let's do
Beat
it.
me and
Yeah.
Knox. We're not happy with Danny.
No.
I'm not happy with him either. He was supposed to come on next episode and tell us all about his big win, big
Well,
$50,000 win, R. Watson boots, all
He
this
can't
stuff.
sleep on that. He's got
I know.
to keep going and making more money.
Well, I know. I texted him to confirm that he was coming, and he was like, "Sorry, can't make it. I'm on the road to Colorado, another bull team event." So he's off and gone.
Yeah, there he goes.
You know. So, but BTO, I think, is going to be here to stay. There's no.
Nope, we are.
No.
We are.
That's good.
Yeah.
And we haven't talked about the entertainment after the
Okay.
bull riding.
Okay.
Not only do you get to see high quality bull riding, great bulls, great bull riders, you've got a concert afterward.
We do. Coming up June 28th is Mike Ryan.
Mike Ryan.
So Texas Country Mike Ryan. But for the 28th, we're also having a massive fireworks show,
Oh,
which will be a lot of fun. And then we did there's actually a cornhole tournament that day.
Yeah, whose idea was that?
Who do you think? And so Chad was, we were talking about some stuff, and he wanted to. He said, "Oh, we're gonna do a cornhole tournament." And I literally looked at him, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, this is like stimulation station." And he said, "I love it." I said, "Of course you do." So,
There's added money in the cornhole.
yeah, and so he decided. He said, "I'll add 2,000 to the cornhole."
Yeah, it's
tournament."
a high stakes cornhole tournament.
I mean, have you heard of such?
No,
It's just
I've
like-
never.
it
I
is
see it every.
just-
It's getting kind of big though. I seen it on TV,
Yeah.
like ESPN 2 or 8 or something. I don't know. They're having cornhole tournaments. I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, they'll show anything.
I
I mean,
know.
obviously you got
Yeah.
Pro Bull Talk. So.
Yeah. So maybe you come early and you're in the cornhole tournament.
I actually won't be there.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta work. I got the old 9 to 5er. I got to go to work. Be out of town. Briar and another guy's gonna be bringing the team
Okay.
and that. So
Come early. Throw bags.
I'm not good at that at all.
hey, it's 2000. You might get lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be a really a day packed full of eventing. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Lots
yeah.
of fun.
And it's BYOB.
No,
No,
it
not
isn't.
that one?
No, we're fancy these days, and
Oh.
you can get it there. You can get it there. Yeah.
Get it there.
Yeah.
All right. So
That's right.
food.
Food trucks, ice cream. There's going to be at Melt Ice Cream. It's a place out of Fort Worth.
Wow.
They'll be there.
Yeah.
I know where he's
yeah.
going to be.
So
Yeah, he's not going to be there either. His football team, Knox plays football, and his football team made a bid to nationals in Chicago. So he'll actually be in Chicago. Yeah.
yeah.
Tell him about what do you do? What do you play? What positions do you play?
I play running back and linebacker.
Them's 2 good positions right there, buddy. 2 of them. Good deal. Scoring touchdowns.
Oh yeah,
Sack the quarterback.
sometimes
Sometimes.
What's your favorite part, scoring touchdowns or running into people?
scoring touchdowns because I like to celebrate athletes.
You got an end zone dance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got food, we got cornhole, we got great bull riding action, and a live concert afterward. Fireworks to top it off.
Yeah,
I mean, I wish I could be there.
I know. Hey, well, think about fall.
Oh, I know.
The finals.
Well, before you set that date in September, I got to make sure I'm off. I can give you the
Okay.
dates I'm off so I
Okay.
can be there.
All right. Well,
'Cause
yeah.
I got to be there.
Yeah,
I
you
can't.
sure do.
Yeah.
I can't be at the finals
You can't be at the finals either?
in the fall.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
football
I-
season.
You're a busy man.
Busy man.
Yeah.
He a businessman. Well, good deal. Well, I am glad y'all are on. Y'all
Yeah.
come on board with us. It's going to
Me
be a
too.
regular deal. Yeah, we're going to do, so Pro Bull Talk fans, BTL come on as a sponsor. We're going to do a couple episodes every month of them going over who won, who lost, who stole who's bull rider, and upcoming events as well. So be watching all social media for anything and everything BTO for upcoming events. And next year, they might be an event coming near you.
Sure might.
Sure
Yeah.
might.
Yep.
Well, Miss Jamie, I'm glad y'all came on today. I know y'all came a long ways. And is there anything else you want to add?
I want to tell a joke before we leave.
Of
Let's
course.
go.
What do you call cheese that's nacho cheese? Nacho cheese.
That's pretty good. And you've been reading dad jokes lately, hadn't you?
Mhm.
All right. Well, Knox, you go kick their butt in some football, and I'm going to kick your butt in 28th down there with my bull team. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And thank y'all for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having
I
us.
love it. I look forward to it.
Awesome.
Great times. All right, guys. Y'all can always check us out on all social media platforms, anywhere you get your podcasts or whatever. Keep watching, and we'll see you next time.